Hi, everybody. Welcome to Geometry for Elementary Teachers. This class is structured much like other virtual classes, with hopefully all the same elements, so navigating Blackboard should be pretty easy, and the work you'll need to do should be similar to the work in other online classes. I want to provide a brief overview of the course as a whole and then of Module 1 specifically. This course is broken into 4 modules. Each module has required readings, discussion board posts, a learning journal, and an end of module assignment. The learning journal is one element of each module. In the past, there have been 2 required learning journal entries in this course, one during the first couple days of the module and one at the end. Students who have taken the class previously have given feedback that having to complete 2 journal entries on top of the multiple discussion board posts was repetitive, and they felt they were struggling and just repeating ideas they'd already shared. As a result, I've opted to require only one learning journal entry this year, preferably completed in the final days of the module, to allow you to reflect on all the work of that 2-week period. There is one post required, and each entry gives you a bulleted list of ideas to consider, as well as a link to the rubric that shows how the post will be graded. Every module also has required discussion board posts. As you are likely familiar with, the expectation are to post in response to the prompts, then post some replies to your peers' initial posts, then post some replies to your peers' replies. The calendar here provides a guide to show when these posts could be completed. Complete the initial post during the first week, with the final initial post done by Monday of the second week. During the first few days of the second week, you should be replying to your peers' initial posts. Those replies have to be done by Thursday of the second week. The final days of the module is when you should reply to your peers' replies. These replies to replies need to be done by the end of the last day of the module, the second Sunday. At the start of each module, the discussion board page for that module will open up. The discussion board page lists the requirements in terms of dates and also has a link to the rubric that I will use to grade your participation in the discussion board. Every discussion board will be rated out of 14 points. Module 1 and Module 3 each have 3 threads, while Module 2 and Module 4 each have only 2 threads. This alternating between 2 and 3 threads is to balance the workload in each of the modules. Each module has an end of module assignment. The assignments for modules 1 and 3 are lighter, so to speak, with the assignments for modules 2 and 4 being more in depth. The end of module assignments for module 1 and 3 are each worth 20 points, while the assignments for modules 2 and 4 are each worth 40 points. Since module 2 and module 4 have assignments that will require more time to complete, there's one less discussion thread in each of those modules. When you click on Module 1, you are brought to the Module 1 page. Each module has its own page, and these pages are formatted the same. There is a section that details what you will do and what you will read. This section has readings and activities grouped that are related to each other. They're also grouped to show which readings and activities connect to each thread. So for instance, in Module 1, these 2 readings are what you will reflect on in thread number 1, while these 2 readings are what you will reflect on in thread number 2. Beneath the What to Read and What to Do section is a suggested pacing guide. There is a calendar that offers suggestions for pacing yourself through the module. And below the calendar, there's a list that shows the same suggestions in list form. The calendar and the list both show suggestions for when you might want to complete items, as well as the dates when those specific tasks are required to be done for me to grade. At the very bottom of each module page is a section for the module assignment. This section details the purpose of the assignment, the procedures for the assignment, and has a chart. And this chart tells you the points, the grading requirements for that particular assignment. As you're working, if you have any questions, please feel free to email me at dmcdonald@mcdaniel.edu. I look forward to working with you and delving into geometric concepts across elementary and middle school.